The following entry was requested by Patreon patron Raga Fraga Magawaga. The database thanks you for your continued support.
Warning: the SCP Foundation database is classified. Access by unauthorized personnel is strictly prohibited. Perpetrators will be tracked, located, and detained.
Item number SCP-5140. Object Class Cater. Special Containment Procedures. Due to the exorbitant cost and difficulty in safely extracting SCP-5140 instances from Mount Everest, Mobile Task Force Delta-14, Winter Wonderland, will periodically ascend Everest to bury any SCP-5140 instances in the snow. Campaigns are underway to tighten restrictions for climbing permits for Mount Everest on both the Nepalese and Tibetan sides. Description: SCP-5140 refers to a number of frozen corpses scattered across Mount Everest, located in the Himalayas of Tibet. The number of SCP-5140 instances is unclear, but accepted to be over 100 and below 200 at the time of writing. SCP-5140 instances are ectoentropic. When physically exposed to heat of any form, including body heat, they will absorb it without raising their temperature, which rests at approximately 10 degrees Celsius, 50 degrees Fahrenheit. This process usually renders physical contact with SCP-5140 instances fatal. If an individual dies as a result of contact with SCP-5140 instances, their corpse will become another SCP-5140 instance. Addendum 5140.1 Mission Record, November 12, 2015. Message chain between Mobile Task Force Delta-14 Senior Operative Charlie Smith and the Mobile Task Force's base camp during the annual SCP-5140 expedition. All messages written in shorthand, delivered over a Foundation channel reserved for priority traffic. Message from Smith to base camp. Status update. Approaching summit. Encountered 34 bodies across Chinese route. Buried all. Provisions steady. Likely to reach summit tomorrow. Response from base camp to Smith. Acknowledged. Continue. Message from Smith. Encountering minor anomaly on instances. Exceptionally low temperatures result in muscle contraction post-mortem. Bodies curled up and frozen. Hard to pry open before burial. Might have to bury like that. Response from base camp. Acknowledged. Permission granted. Bury as convenient. Message. Approaching summit. Abnormally high numbers of instances. Encountered 19 since yesterday. Old instances getting unburied? Response. Likely. Strong winds blowing off snow. Bury deeper if possible. Message. Approached Hillary Step this morning. Will ascend to summit in hour or two. 14 more bodies since last contact. Team unnerved. Response. Understandable. Almost there now. Message. Discovered lone body on summit. Attempted to bury. Shovel hit something. Is stuck. Can't pull it out. Turned around. Body was gone. Fell off the summit? Don't know. Team is rattled. Please advise. Response. Acknowledged. Sending out survey teams. Attempting to see if something was seen falling from summit. Use spare shovel if more bodies encountered. Orders are to descend from Chinese route using already cleared path. Godspeed. Message. Descended step. Patrick touched one. Me and Arnold buried him. Response. Acknowledged. Message. Emergency. Attempted to descend Chinese route. Discovered camp remains torn apart. 3 instances curled up in tent. Instances moving. Hurried descent. Response. Acknowledged. Get down safely. Will move forward from there. Personnel ready to receive you at Camp 5. Stay safe. Message. Mass of them blocking the path. One reached out from ground. Grabbed Arnold. He's one of them. I ran back up. Can't go down. Can't go back up. Arnold was carrying provisions. Only have 1 can of oxygen left. Help. Response. Attempt to use flare gun to clear path. Stay at safe distance. Team is already en route to extract you. Stay calm. Minimize breathing. Message. They're moving. Don't come to the summit. It's not safe. The ground isn't safe. Don't let climbers on Everest. The mountain is danger. Response. Team is arriving in less than 2 hours. Hold steady. No further messages received. A rescue detachment of Mobile Task Force Delta 14 arrived at Charlie Smith's GPS tracker an hour and 36 minutes later. They cited no unburied SCP-5140 instances on their approach. Smith's body was discovered, lacking the signs typical of an SCP-5140 instance. Autopsy indicates he died from exposure and suffocation due to inadequate oxygen intake. Further investigation indicated his oxygen intake valve was damaged during the ascent to the summit. Bodies of Arnold Tenzing and Patrick Edmund were discovered higher up Everest. Tenzing died from exposure, while Edmund was found to be an SCP-5140 instance. It is currently believed that Smith's inadequate oxygen led to him hallucinating SCP-5140 instances blocking their path and destroying their campsite. Tenzing's foot was found wedged into a rockfall, likely the source of his immobility. This incident has been taken into account, and supply manifests for future expeditions adjusting accordingly. Addendum 5140.2 File Update April 25, 2024 Event Report Location Mount Everest, Nepal Status Concluded Time 1:49 p.m. local time, April 25, 2024 Event Summary Increased global temperatures have resulted in significant thawing of ice sheets and snowdrifts on Everest. Such thawing caused a large avalanche at 1:49 p.m. local time, which moved a large amount of snow off the summit. Lower depth of snow allowed scanning planes to identify significant amount of SCP-5140 instances below the snow. Further excavation revealed SCP-5140 instances form a significant portion of Everest itself. Currently, it is estimated 45% of Mount Everest's mass is formed by corpses.